Roseburg football is on the air. Kickoff is coming up, and the Roseburg Indians take the field for another night of hard-hitting high school football action. From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM as you cover. Subscribe to 1490 The Score on YouTube and catch the action all season long. Now, let's head to the field and get ready for Roseburg High School football on The Score.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Floyd Halvorsen Field in Eugene on the campus of Churchill High School as we get ready to bring you Roseburg High School football tonight here on The Score. It's the start of conference play, Special District 4 at the 5A level. You've got Roseburg taking on the defending conference champion, the Churchill Lancers, coming off of a season where they went 8-0 in league play. The Lancers looking to keep that streak going. And tonight they take on a Roseburg team that is looking to bounce back after a tough loss in their last game when they took on the Summit Storm. A 42-7 loss for Roseburg 1 week ago. But on the other side, Churchill coming off of a loss themselves. The Lancers falling 30-6 against Dallas. Both these teams taking on teams that are currently ranked towards the top of the 5A coaches poll. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams that play a similar style of football will play things out here tonight. It's great to have you with us on a beautiful night in Eugene. Real thankful for that as we sit at the top of the grandstands here at Halvorsen Field getting ready for Roseburg football. Good evening, everybody. I'm Joey Keeran, flying solo here tonight, and it's great to have you with us for this evening's broadcast. Roseburg looking to get a win and snap a conference winning streak for the Churchill Lancers. Nobody was able to touch them a year ago, and that includes Roseburg, which ended up losing 30-6 against the Lancers 1 year ago. But Seville Posse, who had 3 touchdowns rushing last year, ended up with 179 yards on the ground for the Lancers. He's graduated. They do have some guys that they think can fill that spot, but we'll see how things play out tonight as the Lancers and the Indians get ready to square off. We're going to have a conversation with head coach Matt Watson coming up when we come back here. This is the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Coming up next, it's our Bowers Industrial pregame coaches interview. Stay tuned for that. Want to remind you that tonight's game is streaming live with video online at 541radio.com and on the 1490 The Score YouTube channel. Find our broadcast there. Hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss our next broadcast of Roseburg High School sports. We'll be back with Coach Matt Watson on the Roseburg Disposal pregame show after this 2-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on The Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Back on the Roseburg Disposal pregame show here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. It's time now for our pregame coaches interview with Roseburg head coach Matt Watson, presented by Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. Joining us here, Coach. I know week 2 or game 2 of the season for you guys, not the result you were hoping for. We talked about it that you guys scheduled Summit for a reason. You wanted that test to see where your team was at. And how do you feel like the results of that test and the resulting kind of work ethic from this team to try and find the ways to improve off of what you learned from that game last week?
Well, super proud of the way our defense played to start the game, and for 3 quarters, the way our defense played was pretty solid. We're talking down 13, right? They score 13 there. First drive of the game, we stop them inside the red zone. I felt like we were doing good stuff on defense. There's a couple missed tackles, but the tough thing was that the mental mistakes, the physical mistakes that we made on offense is really what got us. I can't have our first 3 plays, we had mistakes. So we had a fumble, we had a miscommunication on the play, and then we gave up a sack. Bang, bang, bang. And then, unfortunately, we allowed that to creep in, and we allowed that to kind of impact our outlook for the rest of the game instead of being able to wash it and move forward. And that was the learning moment. And we talked about this at camp as well, that we can't let a single setback set the tone for the entire game. And so we took our medicine, we learned from it. We learned a whole lot from Summit, that's for sure.
What have you seen the mood this week? I know after we talked after that game, you said these guys were ready to strap their boots back on and get back into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we got after it on Monday. We watched film, and there were some uncomfortable conversations about what we need to do to get better. Starting with Sunday as coaches, we learned a lot as coaches. On Sunday, getting together, watching the film together, looking at what we need to do to better prepare our team, looking to see what we can do to better prepare as coaches. And then after the kids got after it on Monday, they watched their film, then they washed it, and after they washed it, now they're on the Churchill. And you can tell their mentality is that they're so frustrated, not so much frustrated, they're so ready to show that last week was not indicative of who and what we are as a team. And so they're ready for that next opponent. Starting off conference play, they're super excited. They, maybe they want to kind of get back at them a little bit after the 30-6 game that we had last year, right? And so, they're ready to get after the grind, and they're ready for an opponent now.
You mentioned last year, and up next is Churchill, and it's a team that if you're looking for a game where you want to make the right plays, you want to make the right things, and you're maybe hoping for a team that's going to make life easy for you. It doesn't seem like Churchill is that team. This team grounds and pounds and will just continue to hit you. And that's what we saw last year. This team, you guys were close, and then the second half they just piled it on. Right. And so getting ready for a matchup like that after having a game last week that really took its toll, how do you kind of mentally prepare and physically prepare this team for another slugfest in the following week?
We showed, when we're showing film to everybody, we really kind of focused in on our scout team and really hammered home the importance of them being physical on offense and on defense. And it showed today. It was probably our best scout team offense session of the season, and they were so aggressive, and they were running plays well, and they were causing piles, and they were doing all kinds of great stuff that was only better preparing our defense. And so really investing in our scout team, I think, is going to be the difference this time around.
We know, last week against a physical, aggressive, and athletic defense, the offense kind of had some issues. What do you look to do this week to hopefully kind of get things back on track on that side of the ball? Yeah,
definitely on offense, we are looking at getting the right guys in the right spots. So there's some roster moves that we had to make over the weekend. We implemented those roster moves today, and we saw some guys really rise to the occasion, really, really step up like it matters. And today was a day where we practiced like it matters.
It's for you guys, you've got 2 games under your belt. I believe Churchill does as well, and you get a little bit more of current game film on guys with a couple of weeks under our belts now. How does that kind of change the game prep going into a week, just kind of having a little bit more evidence to look at on what this year's team for Churchill looks like?
Well, I mean, we try to look at matchups, and we look at how Churchill matched up against Marist versus how they match up against Dallas. And we're looking for some similarities in some of the things that we do, compare that to what they did last year, and then try to throw in that wild card of what if they scrap it all and try something different. And so, we have to, the way that we run our options, that we have to prepare for every front. We have to prepare for every linebacker alignment. And really this week we really emphasize communication with our offensive line so that we know who's going where we're going to help each other out at, and defensively really focusing on being physical at the point of attack.
From what you've seen for this year's team on film, like you said, Marist and Dallas, a couple of tough opponents for Churchill to start. What have you seen about the team, and what are you kind of thinking about and expecting as you get ready for this matchup? Yeah,
I think they've got some guys that are they've got real long levers. They're real strong kids, and they have a very clear identity that Coach Coffin's got them bought into. And the kids play hard for them, and that makes that's the ingredients for a tough team to beat. I like to think our kids are pretty darn tough too.
All right, Coach, we look forward to it. Thanks so much for the time.
All right, you bet. Thanks.
That is Coach Matt Watson joining us here on our Bowers Industrial pregame coaches interview. We'll be back with more of the Roseburg Disposal pregame show here on 541radio.com and on the Score at 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
1964, two high school pals opened up a pizza parlor. Over 60 years later, their mission of providing a great value and family-friendly environment continues to thrive. And what's been their customers' favorite pizza since day one? The Abby's Special. This classic combo of pepperoni, salami with olives, mushrooms, beef, and sausage, and 100% real cheese tastes as good today as it did way back then. Enjoy great value and classic pizza at your neighborhood Abby's.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today. Financial security allows you the freedom to take stock of what's important and build lasting bonds. We share your goals. Trust Palm Wealth Management to consolidate your investments and generate income for those who need you most. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Welcome you back here to Halvorsen Field on the campus of Churchill High School in beautiful Eugene, Oregon. It is a fantastic night for some football. Sun is just starting to set back behind us here in Eugene, so we will be playing under the lights here momentarily. It's been clear skies up here, been very comfortable. Right now looking at 71 degrees. We will be cooling off as the evening wears on, but going to be a nice night, clear skies, and looking forward to a fantastic ball game. Coming up here in a moment, we'll get ready for the opening kickoff. They have not had the captains go out for the coin toss yet, so we're not sure who's going to end up on which side of the ball just yet. But once we do, we'll have your Southern Septic Service starting lineups from residential to commercial. Southern Septic Service has your behind covered when it comes to septic tank pumping and inspections, portable toilet rentals, and grease trap cleaning. Southern Septic Service is woman and veteran owned and a proud supporter of our local sports teams. This has been the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, it'll be time for the starting lineup and the opening kick. Back after this 2-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be, handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Before our game starts, we'd like to invite you to check out our brand new concession stand. It's open right now and located at the south side of the grandstand. Stop by, say hi, and get some delicious refreshments. Great tasting food and drink is being served right now. Captain for tonight's game for the Roseburg Indians, number 55, Keeran, number 18, Gray Burwell, and number 9, Floyd Halvorsen.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back here to Roseburg football on The Score. I am Joey Keeran here at Halvorsen Field on the campus of Churchill High School in Eugene. The captains, are out at midfield for the opening coin toss and getting ready to figure out what we're doing here to get this one started. Roseburg will be in white, and it sounds like we've got the announcer, the referee, the white hat. Oh, that's new. Got the official with the official's mic out there. Roseburg won the toss. And Roseburg's going to receive to start out the ball game. So here we go. Let's get ready for it. Roseburg in white will be moving right to left on your radio dial. And in their home black with blue trim will be the Churchill Lancers, the defending conference champions. Roseburg's offense being out on the field to start means we'll see Corey Kimball, the senior quarterback. He's thrown for 252 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's completed 12 of 19 for a 63% completion percentage. He is averaging 126 yards a game and 21 yards per completion. Last week threw for 101 yards on 7 of 9 attempts, had a touchdown. On the ground, he has definitely been a ball carrier. 28 carries, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, but last week just 11 yards total, and he had a fumble. Last year against Churchill for Kimball, 6 of 13 for 63 yards through the air, had a touchdown and an interception. He carried it 14 times for 12 yards, took 3 sacks in that matchup. We'll see who else joins him out there. There might be some changes to some of the guys out there for Roseburg offensively, and we'll see how that plays out here tonight. Kickoff is away. A low line drive kick going to be taken at the 15 by Paxton Burke. Bounces it outside. He gets to the edge. He is going to get towards midfield before he is run out of bounds on the far side. And a nice way to start things out for the Roseburg Indians. A big return out to, they'll spot him out at the, looks like maybe the Churchill 49. Where are they going to put it? Right down at the 50? Yeah, it looks like it'll be right at the 50-yard line. That'll be a 35-yard return for Paxton Burke. It'll be first down from, actually they'll put it at the Roseburg 49. So just a bit shy of that. It'll be first down for the Tribe. Under center goes Kimball. He's got the back behind him and will give it on the dive, trying to run over the left guard and nowhere to go for Roseburg's running back, and that is Eli Smith. On the first carry of the day, Roseburg stopped at the line of scrimmage. They give him 1 yard of forward progress. It'll be second down and 9 after a pickup of 1 for Eli Smith. Probably see Cruz Dirksen back there some. We've seen Eli Rush and Dre Burwell at the A-back positions on either side of the end of the line. Right now we've got Bo Pascal spread out in the slot on the left side. Out wide is McLean Stedman. One target on the other side of the field. That is Caden Moon. As they spread it out a little bit, looking to pass. Go on a quick out route on the far side. Diving attempt, and the catch is made. And that is Dre Burwell from the A-back position at the end of the line. He runs a quick 5 and out, and he's able to make a diving catch and takes it to the Churchill 45. That'll be a pickup of 5 through the air on the first pass attempt of the night for Roseburg. It is now third down and 4. Looking to pass again. Going over the left side. That ball got tipped and almost into the hands of the defensive back on the far side. Intended for Caden Moon, but incomplete as the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front for Churchill. Makes it fourth down here, and Roseburg near midfield, early decision time, and it looks like they will send the punt unit out. If it maybe was less than 4, they might have considered it a little bit heavier, but here they are going to go with the punt team. That means that we will see Trey Watkins coming out. He's averaging 18.8 yards of net yardage on his punts so far. Return man is back inside the 10 at about the 8. I believe that is TJ Wright deep to return. The snap goes over the head of Watkins. He's going to pick it up back at the 20. He tries to escape. He will get his kick on it somehow and kicks it out of bounds, though, on the far side. It's not going to be great field position for the Roseburg defense as the snap goes over the head of the punter. And now Churchill will get the ball in their own territory with 10:24 to go here on the first quarter clock. Let's see where they end up marking this football out of bounds as the Churchill offense will come out for the first time tonight. They're going to put it down at the Roseburg 32-yard line for Lucas Ganson, the senior quarterback, and this Churchill offense. Lucas Babbitt will be in the backfield. We might see Raymond Joe back there as a fullback. Blake Michael, TJ Wright, Charlie Dexter. Some of the targets that'll be up along the line. We'll run through the offensive line as we get you the starting lineups. Running right through the middle. That ball might have come out. That's the signal from Roseburg. Fight for it at the bottom of the pile, and it is! Roseburg takes it away. Roseburg will get a fumble and recovered by Gibby at the bottom of the pile. Last season, that both teams turned it over twice in this matchup, and already we get a turnover in this one to start out things. I didn't see who the ball carrier was, but Roseburg gets the ball back as they get their takeaway. That'll put them back on the positive side of the takeaway margin this season. They'll have the ball at their own 32-yard line, their second possession of the night. Looking to pass, Kimball. He rolls out to his right, pressure, hucks it downfield. It'll be out of bounds and incomplete as pressure on the quarterback flushes Kimball out of the pocket, and he had no chance to get it downfield to his intended targets. 1 of 3 to start out the game for Kimball. So a turnover on the first possession for Churchill. Roseburg a little bit of positive momentum. See if they can keep it going. They've got the offense back out on the field. We'll get you the front line. Always like to make sure we mention the offensive lineman is running over the right side. And a short gain. It was Smith again on the carry. He runs it up the middle, gets it to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4 for Smith. He has carried it twice. Colby Batchelor, Carter Johnson, George Gibby, Peyton Sharpless Tate, and Aiden Nutter. Your offensive front for the Indians as they have third down. About 6 yards to go. Got to get the ball to the 42-yard line. We'll spread out 2 targets to the left side. That is Stedman. And I believe that's also Pascal out there. Rolling out to his left. Pressure coming and nowhere to go. He ducked underneath the first defender, and then the whole wave of black jerseys trapping Corey Kimball in the backfield. He is taken down for a loss back to the 30. Kimball will lose 6 on the play as he gets sacked. And that is going to force 4th down, and Roseburg will have 4th and 12. This will be a likely punt scenario here for the Indians. 8:55 to go here in the first quarter, still scoreless. Roseburg's offense unable to get momentum going, and a fumble on the first snap of the game for the Churchill offense. Kick away this time by Watkins, much better. Coming up to the 40, the return man angles to the right side, makes a man miss, weaves back through the middle, spins out of a tackle, and is taken down inside the Roseburg 40, but a penalty flag is out back near midfield, and this could be an area of holding on Churchill. The return man, TJ Wright, got it all the way down to the Roseburg 38-yard line. Here comes the call from the White Hat. It is holding on the Lancers. The spot of the foul was the 50, so that'll back them up to their own 40-yard line. Churchill will have it for a second time. They've won run one play so far in this one. They've got it with 8:35 to go in the first quarter, and they've got their first penalty of the night. Takes them back to their own 40-yard line. Offense out there on the field for the Lancers. They run over the right side, and that is Lucas Babbitt. He is a big bruising back. He'll have the first down and moves it into Roseburg territory. Hard man to bring down, and you might say so at over 6 feet. 6 foot, 226. Lucas Babbitt is a load, and he will take it into Roseburg territory on his first carry of the night. Takes it to the Roseburg 47. And that'll be a 13-yard pickup for Lucas Babbitt. First down and 10. They're going to run it on a sweep, but Roseburg blows it up in the backfield. Coming up to make the stop for the Tribe is Graham Fisk. A tackle for loss on TJ Wright. Gets trapped in the backfield trying to go east and west, and there's nowhere to go. Tackle for loss for Graham Fisk, and it's back to the 48 on Churchill's half of the field. It'll be second down and long. That'll be a loss of 5 for Wright. Second down and 15. They run a bit of a reverse. It goes to Wright. He goes over the left side. They initially handed it off to Babbitt going right. Wright was going back to the left, gets the second handoff, and he's able to make up about the distance lost on first down as he gets to the Roseburg 48, but he is still down on the ground. And we're going to have a timeout down on the field. Let's go ahead and use one as well. 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
I mistakenly said that was TJ Wright. It is instead, that is Brady Bousquet, and he is going to get help off the field. He is not walking off under his own power. He's going to be carried to the sideline. He picked up 4 to make it 3rd down and 11, but we'll see if he is able to come back into the game. Before we get back to action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg football on the score.
The Churchill Lancers can play Zooms. The ball is on the Roseburg 48-yard line.
Third down and long for the Lancers. They have the ball at the Roseburg 48. Fake the handoff, looking to pass downfield. Got a man past the defense. It's caught out beyond the secondary. Caught by TJ Wright, and he is into the red zone. Big play on 3rd down and long. And the Lancers will set up at the Roseburg 7-yard line. That is a connection of 41 yards through the air to TJ Wright. He is a big play machine, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They will hand it off. Babbitt running left side. He will just stutter step his way, follows a lot of blockers, and gets inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. That'll be a run of 5 for Babbitt. 2nd and goal with the ball in the middle of the field. Scoreless game so far with 6:28 to go in the first quarter. Roseburg will make some defensive changes, bring in a couple of extra big bodies as they go with their goal line D. Churchill has it all bunched up, everybody tied to the line, and with the fullback in there, handed off to Babbitt going right side, stumbles through the line, and he is in. It is Lucas Babbitt for the score, and Churchill will put the first points on the board. That'll be a 2-yard touchdown run. First score of the night goes to the Lancers. And now the PAT unit will come out. Babbitt, for him, that is his 4th touchdown of the season. A PAT unit out, the kicker. Get your number on him. And penalty flag out before the kick. That is Asa Krebs on the kicking duties. And it's a false start on the kicking team. That'll back him up. I thought so. They haven't moved the football. Here we go. Back him up 5 yards. 2nd penalty of the game for Churchill. So they will back up and make this a 25-yard PAT attempt. The hold is down, but the PAT is blocked. So the kick no good. It is 6-0. Churchill in front with 6:09 to go here in the first quarter. A big play down into the red zone. TJ Wright, a 41-yard completion, and the Lancers strike first. Back after 30 seconds here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
First quarter action, Churchill on top early. They'll be kicking it away from our left to our right as we sit atop the grandstands here at Churchill High School. They only have the one set of grandstands. Ball's going to go all the way down, and it goes by Burke. He'll track it down at the 5-yard line. weaving his way through, gets to the outside, past the 20-yard line, just by a hair. And Roseburg will set up deep in their own territory. Got to get some offensive motion going on here. Roseburg's offense so far has had to punt twice and has not gained a ton of positive yardage. They're going to put down the first down marker at the 19. Didn't quite get back to the 20-yard line for Burke on the return. Offense will break the huddle for Roseburg. Kimball will be under center. You've got Stedman and Pascal spread out to the left side, Moon out to the right side. 1st and 10 in their own territory. Looking to pass. Kimball throws it, right side, caught, turning upfield, tight roping before he's taken down by a high tackle. Out on the far side, it's Caden Moon on the reception. The pass play is going to go out to the 28-yard line, a pickup of 9 through the air. Moon on his first reception of the night. I believe it's just his second catch of the season. Short yardage here, 2nd and a yard. They move Pascal in motion. And whistles will stop things before the next play. We get a timeout down on the field. Churchill's going to use the timeout. We're going to go use it as well. A 30-second break here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Out of the timeout, Roseburg football facing 2nd and a yard with 5:26 to go in the first quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Roseburg Country Club, established in 1922, offering an 18-hole course with excellent year-round playability. Find out more at roseburgcountryclub.com. All right, the Indians have it, looking to try and get their first down of the night. They've got Burwell and Stedman spread out to the left side, Moon to the right. Looking that direction. A ball is knocked up in the air, and nobody's able to get back to it in time. Fluttery duck out of the hand of Corey Kimball. I think his hand got hit as he was looking to throw, and nobody in the vicinity of the ball as it comes down out near the 40-yard line. Roseburg avoiding another ball that got tipped as it was getting released, and they avoid a turnover. 3rd down and a yard. Churchill's packing it in on the middle, and they're going to go with a keeper for Corey Kimball. The quarterback sneak right up the middle, good for the first down. We'll see exactly where they spot it, but Roseburg gets their first down of the night. Be out to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the ground for Corey Kimball. So it's 1st down and 10 for the Tribe. They'll spread Stedman out to the left side, Moon on the right. They've got the A-backs on either side of the line and one man in the backfield behind Kimball. Fake the handoff. Kimball looking to throw over the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of Dre Burwell. Burwell was open. The window was super tight, but it was off his hands. He knew contact was coming and might have started to tighten up a little bit. He got popped right as he was unable to secure the football, and it goes off his hands for an incompletion. So far, 2 of 6 through the air for Corey Kimball. His career high for attempts is 15, and we're only here with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Under center, he will give it right away, and that was not the right read. Swallowed up immediately is Smith. They'll put him down as a tackle for loss back to the 32-yard line, a loss of 1 for Eli Smith. And now Roseburg faces 3rd down and 11. Kimball will set up under center. Smith still behind him. 2 targets to the left, 2 targets to the right. looking to pass, has some time, goes in the intermediate route, caught, stretching for the first down marker, and Caden Moon has it. Converting on third down, the Indians move the chains as they march out near the 45-yard line. They'll spot Caden Moon out at the 44, and that'll be a pickup of 12 through the air, and it's another set of first downs for the Roseburg Indians. Nice job on the pass timing route there. Moon in the spot he needed to be, and able to hit him immediately was Kimball. Had a clean pocket, had time, and had a clean throwing lane. Kimball sets up under center again looking to pass, has time, throws a ball out on the near side. It is caught by Stedman, and he gets yanked down as he makes another catch into Churchill territory. Nice job there by Carter Stedman, excuse me, not Carter, but McLean Stedman. I might get some grief on that one. Out to the 30-yard line into this Churchill territory. That'll be 26 yards through the air. First catch of the night for Stedman, who is averaging double digits on his yardage per catch. Moving man in motion, got some motion up on the front line by Churchill. They jump, and it's against the defense. Hard snap by Kimball will earn the Indians a couple of extra yards down to the 25. McLean Stedman, he comes in, he's averaging 37 yards per catch. Adds 26 on his first reception of the night. 1st and 5 after the penalty. Pascal moving in motion. They pitch it to him, trying to run it right side, trying to stretch, and he cannot get around the end. Tracked down by Charlie Dexter, the all-state defensive end for the Lancers. A tackle for loss for Roseburg back to the 27-yard line. Loss of 2 for Pascal. First carry of the season for him. Had a touchdown reception last week, the only score of the game for the Indians. 2:59 to go first quarter. It's 2nd down and 7. Fake the handoff, looking to pass, but got hit from the blind side. It's Dexter that comes in and absolutely levels Corey Kimball. He gets sacked back to the 31-yard line, a loss of 4. Second sack of the night for the Churchill Lancers. And after the penalty on first down, Roseburg's only gone backwards, and now they face 3rd and 11. It was 1st and 5, but they've been going the wrong direction. So now Roseburg sets up in a passing situation. They'll drop a man back, rolling out to his left. Now some pressure, can't get away, and taken down back beyond the 40-yard line. The defensive front for Churchill continues to be a menace, and they will sack Corey Kimball a second consecutive time, and that'll push Roseburg out of field goal territory and probably out of 4th down territory. It's the ball all the way back to the 39. It's a loss of 8 on that sack. That is 3 sacks tonight for Kimball. And they will send Watkins out for the punt. He'll set up near midfield. No return man back for Churchill as they look to see if they can get a block. 1:30 to go first quarter and the clock running. Kick away. Trying to trap him down near the goal line. And it's into the end zone. McLean Stedman was the guy there to try and get to it, but could not in time. So it'll be a touchback on the punt. And Roseburg had their first possession that actually started to move down the field, but it runs out of steam as the defensive front for Churchill comes up big with consecutive sacks, and they force a punt out of Roseburg. The ball will be out to the 20-yard line, and Churchill will have it for their 3rd possession of the night. They lead it 6-0. Lucas Ganson, Lucas Babbitt, a couple of seniors there in the backfield, will head out. They run the play out to the huddle and break it. You've got Joe is the fullbacks offset to the left in shotgun with the running back to his right. was Ganson. He hands it off, going over the right side of the line. And actually, no handoff. It was Ganson on the keeper. And he will take it out to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 4. Ganson is a bit of a dual threat. Can use his legs a bit, although last year against Roseburg only ran twice for 5 yards. He runs at that time for 4. Sets up 2nd down and 6 as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Churchill leading 6-0. Ganson in shotgun has Babbitt to his left. The in-back is right, move him in motion, hand it off to Babbitt. He runs up the middle, breaks into the secondary before a piggyback rides him down to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 11 on the ground for Babbitt. Moves the chains, and it might just wrap up things here in the first quarter. Ball is out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lancers as they lead this one 6-0. Give it again to Babbitt. He runs over between the guard and tackle, and good blocking on the front line. Roseburg can't fill the hole, and Babbitt looked like he got to the 40. That is where they will spot him. It'll be a pickup of 5, and it is 2nd and 5, and that might just be it as the first quarter comes to an end. 6-0, still tight here in the first quarter, and we will head to the break as Roseburg and Churchill battle it out here on this Friday night on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
When it's time for pizza, make it Mountain Mike's. We only use the freshest ingredients, like our zesty pepperoni that curls when it's cooked to perfection. And don't worry, we put enough on every slice. Mountain Mike's. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Douglas County is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
12 minutes on the board, second quarter coming up. Roseburg football brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. 6-0 score at the end of 1. Churchill in front with the football, facing 2nd and 5. Running up the middle, tiptoeing his way to the line, and not a lot of room to move. That is just across the 40, maybe to the 42. On the carry, I believe TJ Wright there. No, excuse me, that was Blake Michael. And he carries it out to the 42-yard line. Picks up 2 on the first play of the second quarter. Set up with Babbitt. High snap pulled in and handed off. Babbitt falling forward over the left side of the line. Gets to the 44-yard line, picks up 2. And it's going to make it 4th down here after that 3rd down stop. 4th and a yard, and it does not appear as if Churchill is bringing the offense off the field. Babbitt out there along with Wright, Dexter. Here comes Michael back to the huddle along with Ganson, the quarterback, who will deliver the play call to the huddle. They head to the line, 4th and a yard. Roseburg's got to stay on side. They're going to go with the shotgun snap, give it to Babbitt. He goes over the right side. He has the first down, but not much more. Nice job to stack things up by Roseburg, but Babbitt, the big back, able to move his way through the line, gets to the 48-yard line, picks up 4, needed 1. And it is 1st down and 10 for the Lancers. 3-man front. Make it a 4-man front for Roseburg. They got a linebacker up on the end. 3 down linemen. Tight formation, shotgun snap. They fake the double handoff. Babbitt's going to stretch it to the far side, gets by one tackler, and tiptoes down the sideline as he tight ropes it out towards the 50-yard line. They had him stop near the line of scrimmage, but a stiff arm, he was able to shed the ball or the tackler, and he carries the ball into Roseburg territory, gets it to the 48, and Roseburg's side of the field. It'll be a 4-yard pickup once again for Babbitt. Temperature starting to cool off a bit here in Eugene as the sun's starting to set. 2nd down and 6 for the Lancers. Conference opener last year, Churchill making a run undefeated through league play, and that earned head coach Lane Coffin the Coach of the Year honors. A reverse, handed off, right, bounces it out to the 40, stutter step, can't get away, and he is tackled inbounds, and now whistles will stop things here. We do have a penalty flag out as TJ Wright got it down to the 38-yard line, but the penalty flag back near the 45, a couple of yards downfield from the original line of scrimmage. Call?
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
So it's holding. And that'll bring the ball back for Churchill. Negates a nice run that would have been good for a first down by Wright. Churchill getting penalized pretty heavily here to start out this ball game. Churchill will break the huddle. They've got 2nd down and 13. The ball gets put back at their own 45-yard line. They go with the double handoff, give it to Wright, and he spurts through the line. He is quick. And he was to the 2nd level before Roseburg could get a hand on him. He gets out to the 45 on Roseburg's half of the field. That'll be a 10-yard pickup for Wright. And it is 3rd down and short. About 3 yards to pick up as we're down to a 9:25 and counting here in the first half. 6-0 Churchill. A lot of misdirection. Run it left side for Babbitt. He gets over the left side into the secondary, continues to drag tacklers, and he'll move the chains. Down to the 33. That'll be a pickup of 12. Over the half-century mark now for Babbitt. Babbitt, who comes in averaging 161.5 yards a game. Has one touchdown run already tonight. 1st and 10 from the Roseburg 33. Fullback in the backfield. Babbitt to the left of Ganson. He fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Hit as he lets it loose to the end zone. And incomplete, in and out of the hands of TJ Wright. He had gotten behind the defense, and really credit Ganson. He put a perfect ball downfield, but that one just slips through the hands as Wright is hit as the ball is coming down. So it'll be an incompletion, just the 2nd pass attempt of the night for the Lancers. Ganson will see what they do here on 2nd and 10. Ball on the left hash mark in Roseburg territory at the 33. Churchill. 2 backs in the backfield. Offset to the left is Babbitt. Ganson is going to try to take it himself, but nowhere to go. Gets wrapped up in the backfield, and they'll stop the play. He never was taken to the ground, but they stopped the play with his forward progress getting stopped. They'll mark him for a tackle for loss back to the 35. A loss of 2 for Ganson. And so that'll set up 3rd down and 12. And a chance for Roseburg to see if they can get the defense off the field. Heading to the sideline, Ryder Nagel. Ganson will run the play out for the Lancers. As they let the clock tick down, it's 8:08 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. 6-0 ball game. Lancers in front. In Roseburg territory, but facing 3rd and long. Ganson shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to Babbitt, looking to pass. He'll rifle one out to his tight end, Dexter, who cannot hang on to it. And that'll be incomplete, and it is 4th down. Long way to go, but they are in Roseburg territory by a decent margin. We'll see what they decide to do here. The punter is Blake Michael, number 10. And they're running a play out there for Ganson. They might see if they can get Roseburg to jump, earn a free 5 yards out of it, then see what they do. Tight formation once again, Roseburg on 4th and 12. They shift some guys from right to left, and now timeout taken by Churchill. They were looking to see if they could get Roseburg to jump. They cannot. Lancers will take their second timeout of the half, and we will take one as well. 30-second break. This is Roseburg football on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be, handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Big fourth down coming up here. Tonight's game brought to you by Winston Auto Care. Don't strike out with car troubles. Call Winston Auto Care at 541-679-8685. Your home team for auto repair for over 25 years. Looks like the offense is staying on the field for Churchill. Ganson wandering around. He'll go under center. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolling to his right. Looking to pass downfield. He's got a man open. And it's caught for a first down at the 21-yard line. Catch on the far side of the field is TJ Wright, but I think there is a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage or just deep beyond. So this could be coming back. Wright was frustrated. He had the catch to the 21, would have been good for a first down. And instead, they're going to back the ball up to the 45-yard line. Holding is the call against Churchill. Churchill hurting themselves here in the first half. They've had a number of penalties. They go back to their own, or the Roseburg 45-yard line. That's a loss of 10 on the play, and this does not appear to be changing the play call. This clock starts to run, 7:42. It is fourth down and about 22. They do not have a punter out there. Ganson is under center. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling to his left. He's going to huck it downfield, and that ball almost intercepted by Caden Moon off his hands, but in fact, it actually probably works out better that way. Incompletion will be a turnover on down for Churchill. And Roseburg will get the football back near midfield instead of where Moon might have run out of bounds back around the 30. So turnover on down. And Roseburg gets the football with 7:22 to go in the second quarter. The Indians have it at their own 45-yard line. So the offense back out for the Tribe. They moved the ball last time they had it, but stalled out in Churchill territory. We'll see if they can, what they draw up for us here in their first possession of the second quarter. 6-0 ball game. Roseburg trying to avoid getting shut out in the first half for a second consecutive game. Under center, Kimball, he moves a man in motion. He gives it over the right side, and there we go. A big burst on first down. It's Eli Smith who rushes right through the middle of that defense. Found a nice seam, and he moves it into Churchill territory as he takes it out to the 43-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup for Smith. Biggest play of the night so far for the Tribe, and they are into Churchill territory. First down and 10. Looking to try and tie or take the lead on this possession. The extra point was blocked for Churchill after their first touchdown in the first quarter. They lead at 6-0. Again, they try to get the give right up the middle and hanging on to it. They pulled it late there for Kimball, and Kimball goes over the left side of the line. That play looked like it was blown up at the point of contact, but he's able to stretch that and carry some defenders to the 38. He picks up about 5. Be second down and 5. Smith is the man behind Kimball under center. No backs on either end of the line. They go on a quick slant route. It's caught by Moon. He weaves his way up the field and gets tripped up at the last minute. He might have almost broke that one free if not for that tackle right about the 25-yard line. They'll put him down to the 24-yard line. Pass completion of 14 yards. Caden Moon having a nice night. That is his third catch of the night. He's up to 35 yards in the passing game for the Indians. 5:56 and counting here in the first half. Roseburg marching into Churchill territory. They've had a couple of looks at it, maybe starting to find some things on the Churchill defense that they like to try to attack. They'll spread it out, 2 targets either side. Bertini is spread out wide to the right along with Burwell on that side. Looking to his left, scrambling out of the pocket goes Kimball. He will huck it, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver. That was Burwell, who was thrown a bit behind him, but he got his hands on it, couldn't haul it in. Incompletion. We'll stop the clock with 5:29 to go. That is 10 pass attempts here in the first half for Corey Kimball. Again, his career high in a game is 15. Right now, he has completed 5 of 10. 50%. One back behind him, that is Smith. And he's got twins either side. Move Burwell in motion. They fake the pitch to him, and now we'll do it late, but it goes on the ground and just rolls right to Burwell, who just tries to make something out of nothing, but he'll get taken down for a loss. It was a late decision on the pitch. Everything was kind of covered up by Churchill, and Roseburg is forced back to the 28-yard line. Loss of 4. Burwell did what he could. Did a great job of making sure the ball didn't get away. It was a late pitch by Kimball, and it just trickled its way to Burwell. So they face 3rd down and long. 14 yards to go. Under 5 to play in the first half. Move a man in motion, fake the pitch. Looking to pass, and that one swatted down. That was Charlie Dexter. And if it looked like he got up, he did. 6'5", and Dexter, like a volleyball player, smacks that one down, incomplete. And now Roseburg facing 4th down and 14. The ball deep into Churchill territory, and it looks like they'll try, they'll call a timeout, and Roseburg will have a moment to talk about it. Let's go ahead and use one more timeout here in the first half. 4:39 to go. Roseburg trails 6-0. Their drive has stalled out in Churchill territory once again. Back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
4:39 to go in the first half. Roseburg facing 4th down and long. They are in Churchill territory, and we will see what they can draw up. They're leaving the offense out on the field as we welcome you back here. Tonight's game brought to you by Evergreen Family Medicine. I'll tell you more about them in a moment. 4th down play. Kimball is under center. He's got Smith behind him. 2 targets either side. Ball on the left hash mark. Looking to pass. Pressure comes. Heaves it downfield, but it's overthrown and incomplete. Going downfield. Intended for Caden Moon, who has been a popular target here tonight. So Roseburg turns it over on downs. And they will give the ball back to Churchill with 4:35 to go here in the first half. Churchill will have the ball at their own 28-yard line. The offense will head up to the line of scrimmage once again for the Lancers. Handed off, running left side, some space, continuing to go, and then taken down out near the 35 is Babbitt. He's as big as some of the linemen. And he just is a rumbler down the field. His 10th carry of the night. Takes it out to the 35-yard line, picks up 7. Makes it 2nd down and 3. They give it to him again, running over the left side, finds a seam, gets stood up, and he has the first down. Tries to get past the 40, but a wall there. That's okay. He gets enough. Moves the chains on a 5-yard carry. Up to 70 yards on the night for Lucas Babbitt. Ball will be at the 40-yard line as Churchill marching towards midfield. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Ganson gets the shotgun snap. They go with the double handoff. It goes right side, and he will lean forward out to the 45 as he will pick up 5 on first down. A 5-yard pickup. Wright makes it 2nd and 5. They go with the double handoff. Babbitt goes to the left, Wright going back to the right side, and he gets that handoff. Now they're going to just run Babbitt straight to the right side, and that did not work out. Roseburg able to pile that one up right at the line of scrimmage. So Babbitt nowhere to go. He takes it right back to the line of scrimmage at the 44. No gain on the play, and it is 3rd and 6. And before the snap, trying to run it quick, there was Churchill. And Roseburg's going to take a timeout. It'll be their 2nd of the half. It is 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Lancers. We're going to keep it right here and let you know, Evergreen Family Medicine, you can expect the unexpected at Evergreen Family Medicine, serving Roseburg, Myrtle Creek, and Sutherland. Evergreen offers more than traditional primary care. You can always expect more from Evergreen. And tonight's game is sponsored by Waldron's Outdoor Sports. Hunting season is right around the corner. Lucky for us, Roseburg has their bye on hunting week. The season is right around the corner, though, and check out hunting and fishing gear and supplies as well at Waldron's, now at a new location at 450 Northeast Stevens Street in Roseburg. Joey Keeran here, running things solo with you tonight. Look forward to being back at home next week. Get the help of my wife, Angela, with the video camera, but tonight, it's all me, folks. So sit tight. Let's have some fun together this evening. Hopefully Roseburg's got a comeback in them. They trail by 6 with 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Offense out there for Churchill, facing 3rd and 6. They'll give it to Babbitt, running right side. He turns it upfield, and boy, he just moves the scrum right to the 50-yard line, and he's got the first down. Just those big bodies up on the front line. You've got guys that are averaging at least 225 pounds for Churchill. And boy, can they move the pile. The ball goes to the Roseburg 49-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 7 on the ground by Babbitt. They're going to go on that double handoff again, weaving his way left side. TJ Wright on that reverse. And Wright will take it to the 47, picking up 2. TJ Wright, the senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds. He's a speedster, dual threat, receiving and running. But tonight he's been used mostly as a runner, although has a 41-yard reception. This kind of feels like a moment where they might look to try and pass. 2nd down and medium. Looking to pass is Ganson, rolling out to the right. Gets hit, and he will not get rid of the football. Sacked by Roseburg. Coming up in coverage, Dre Burwell makes that tackle for loss. He rolled out, and I think Ganson had the option to either run or pass. And he does neither and gets taken back to the 49-yard line on Churchill's half of the field. So that'll be a loss of 4 on the play for Ganson. And it sets up 3rd down and 12 yards to go for Churchill. Lancers facing 3rd and long near midfield once again. Ganson in shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Fakes the handoff to Babbitt, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Has a man open. It is caught. And down to the 36-yard line is Blake Michael. He makes the catch and will move the chains. That is a pickup of 15 through the air, just the second completion of the night for Churchill. And it moves the chains. Michael with his first catch. They will go quickly on the snap, hand it off. Babbitt trapped in the backfield, gets forced out of bounds, nowhere to go. And on the Churchill sideline on the left side, goes out at the 36-yard line, no gain on the play. 14th carry of the night for Babbitt. Just running up the middle, nowhere to go. Pushed back after a short gain. Once again, Babbitt. Short gain there. A.J. Black credited with the stop. The ball goes down to the 34, a pickup of 2 by Babbitt. It is now 3rd down and a long 7. Fake it to Babbitt again, looking to pass. Ganson, pressure. Batchelor chasing him. Back to the 50. Now running far side. Lowered the shoulder into the defender and takes a tackle for loss. Back to the 39-yard line. A loss of 5 on the scramble by Ganson. And Roseburg comes up big once again on 3rd down. It'll be 4th and long. They've got 12 yards to make up. And do we get a timeout? 2:02 to go. Timeout taken down on the field. And they don't seem to be taking the timeouts off the scoreboard here, so I'm not sure who called it, but either way, somebody used their final timeout of the first half. 2:02 to go. It's 4th down and 12. My guess is it was Churchill that took this one to talk about it for a moment. Tonight's game brought to you by Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC. Stay with us for the Abby's Legendary Pizza halftime report. They, I think, are going to adjust the score clock or the scoreboard. Yeah, put 20 seconds back on the board. Wow. 2:22 to go here in the first half. Looking to pass. Ganson gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Went to the far side of the field on 4th down. Intended for Dexter. Incomplete. Turnover on down. Neither side has been able to complete a drive here in the second quarter. 3rd consecutive turnover on down. And with, well, for some reason it says that can't be the right number. Can we get the game? I don't know how much time is left on the clock. Roseburg's going to get the football at the 35-yard line. But there was, I thought maybe it was 22.2 seconds left, and now it's 17.4. Okay. I thought it was 2:02 left in the game. It was 17. Or it was 22. Now it's 17.4 seconds to go. Okay. And Roseburg's going to take a knee to run out the first half. So with 17 seconds left to go in the first half, Roseburg kneels it. And that will do it for the first half of today's ball game. Roseburg trailing 6-0 at the break against the Churchill Lancers. Ranked number 10 in the coaches poll. The Lancers leading 6-0. Defensive first half there. Neither offense able to get the continued momentum they were seeking. So at the break, Roseburg trailing in this one by a touchdown. We'll have your Abby's Legendary Pizza halftime report coming up as the Indians make their way to the locker room. 6-0 our score, and we'll be back with the halftime report here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be, handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back to Churchill High School. It is homecoming night, so we've got a bit of an extended halftime show coming up for you here, so stay with us through this one. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and joining us, whether you're listening on the radio, listening online with the 541 Radio app or at 541radio.com, or maybe you're tuned in and watching tonight's broadcast with us here on 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel. Search 1490 The Score on YouTube and find the broadcast there. And you can follow along with us. And you want to know an easy way to do so, hit that subscribe button and follow Roseburg High Sports throughout the school year. Here at halftime, this is our Abby's Legendary Pizza halftime report. Abby's Legendary Pizza is proud to sponsor today's Roseburg High School football game. To win a free large pizza of your choice, send an email to contest@abbys.com and share your favorite legendary thing about football in Roseburg. That is, again, contest@abbys.com. Send an email, share your favorite legendary thing about football in Roseburg. Well, here at the halftime break, our score 6-0. Churchill scored in the first quarter. Let's take a look back at how things played out. Roseburg first drive didn't really go anywhere, and they would get a benefit of a penalty, or actually they had a pass play, took it into Churchill territory, but the drive would sputter out, a 3-and-out. They would punt it away. Churchill got the ball and had a decent return, took it into Roseburg territory. Actually, the punt snap went over the head of the punter, and a nice job by Trey Watkins to get rid of it, but it set up Churchill in Roseburg territory. But the Lancers fumbled on the very first possession of the game for Churchill. On the recovery was George Gibby, his first fumble recovery of the night, of the season. And also, it was the first takeaway and first turnover from either side in the ball game. So it was a turnover on the first possession for Churchill. Roseburg got it back, but when they went 3-and-out, they had to punt once again. Churchill got it, and they started at the 50-yard line, but then got backed up on a penalty on the return. So started at their own 40-yard line. They would end up going 60 yards. The big play was a 41-yard completion into the red zone, down inside the 10. It set up first and goal from the 7. 3 plays later, it was Lucas Babbitt on a 2-yard run that would take him into the end zone for the score. There was a false start on the PAT. That backed him up. A 25-yard attempt was blocked, and it was 6-0 with 6:09 to go in the first quarter. Neither team would score the rest of the way. Roseburg punted on their next drive, which was a successful one. They had 11 plays, took it into Churchill territory, but could not keep the momentum going. Churchill got it back, a drive that would see them march all the way down to the Roseburg 35, but they would turn it over on downs. Roseburg got it, took it to the Churchill 28-yard line, but turnover on downs. Then Churchill gets it back, and they would march to the Roseburg 39 and turn it over on downs. Roseburg would get it, take a knee, and take us into the halftime break. So here we are at the halftime. It is 6-0. The Churchill Lancers in front on a touchdown run by Lucas Babbitt. we'll have a look at some of the first half statistics for you here coming up in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere. More of the Abby's Legendary Pizza Halftime Report after this 2-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event, plus you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Here at the Abby's halftime break, it is 6-0 Churchill in front as they are doing the homecoming festivities here at Halvorsen Field. Let's take a look at first half statistics from this one tonight. For both teams out there, right now total yardage, Churchill 132 and Roseburg 68. Those are unofficial numbers for us here tonight. Doing a little bit of everything, so if I'm off by a little bit, you understand why. Taking a look at it, though, 6-0 Churchill in front. Right now, Roseburg 5 for 12 through the air for 66 yards. Churchill is 2 for 5 for 56. On the ground, the Lancers have already carried it 26 times for a total of 76 yards. They've got a touchdown and a fumble. Roseburg 11 carries for a total of 2 yards. They've had a couple of negative plays on sacks. They took 3 sacks in that first half. Turnovers, the one fumble for Churchill is the only turnover so far in the game. We have had a number of turnover on downs, but those do not go down as official turnovers in the ball game. Those are a look at your first half statistics here at the Abby's halftime report as we make our way towards the second half coming up in just a little bit. They are going through things here with the extended halftime show coming up. We'll take a look at some of the some of the scores from around the Umpqua Basin and beyond. We'll get you some scores of notes that we have coming into us here as they've got a lot of games. We'll also run through the schedule of what's going on for teams around Douglas County. Even if we don't have scores to report, we'll let you know which teams are in action. Taking a look at the schedule in league tonight, the league opener for Roseburg and Churchill here. And around the rest of the league, Eagle Point is at Thurston tonight. North Eugene is at South Eugene, and Springfield has a non-league game at Bend here this evening. Crater has the week off. The conference is really looking to try and bounce back on things. Nobody in Special District 4 won last week. Everybody ended up losing last week in Special District 4. Kind of a surprise there. Conference was pretty good last year, but last week You had Thurston losing 35-6 against Silverton. Churchill lost 30-6 against Dallas. South Eugene was shut out 42-0 against Milwaukee. Corvallis beat North Eugene 48-21. And Wairika beat Eagle Point 26-6. So a tough week last week. Everybody looking to bounce back. And right now, they start a league play. Roseburg trailing 6-0 against Churchill. And remember, last year, Roseburg trailed 14-6 going to the fourth quarter a year ago. Gave up 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, and extra points were made, 2-point conversion. So it was 16 points in the fourth quarter that stretched out to a 30-6 final. But it was a one-score game going to the fourth quarter last year between these two teams down at Roseburg High, and it's another tight one through 2 quarters of play so far this year. We'll take a look at what's going on around the rest of the Umpqua Basin. When we come back, we'll take another time out here as we continue on with the Abby's Legendary Pizza Halftime Report. I'm Joey Keeran from Halvorsen Field in Eugene at Churchill High School. This is Roseburg Football on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
1964, 2 high school pals opened up a pizza parlor. Over 60 years later, their mission of providing a great value and family-friendly environment continues to thrive. And what's been their customers' favorite pizza since day one? The Abby's Special. This classic combo of pepperoni, salami with olives, mushrooms, beef, and sausage, and 100% real cheese tastes as good today as it did way back then. Enjoy great value and classic pizza at your neighborhood Abby's.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today. Financial security allows you the freedom to take stock of what's important and build lasting bonds. We share your goals. Trust Palm Wealth Management to consolidate your investments and generate income for those who need you most. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Back here at Churchill High School at halftime. Taking a look at the individual statistics from that first half. We gave you the team numbers, but taking a look at individual stats. Let's do that here. Let's see here. For the Roseburg Indians, Corey Kimball, 5 for 12 through the air, 66 yards. He is connected once with McLean Stedman for 26 yards, 3 times with Caden Moon for 35, and 1 pass completion to Dre Burwell for 5. On the ground, see now in the NFL, I don't believe they credit sack yardage as negative yardage for a quarterback's rushing total. I believe it goes down as a team loss. So I don't know exactly where we'll put all that into the equation here, but Corey Kimball sacked 3 times. So right now, 5 carries for -8 yards if you count those against his rushing total. I believe the NFL doesn't count it against a quarterback's rushing total, but college football does. So take your pick. I'm not sure exactly what you're supposed to do on that one. Bo Pascal has a -2 yards on 1 carry. Eli Smith has been the featured back in the backfield. He's got 4 carries for 16 yards. Dre Burwell had 1 end around that he tried to take, got trapped in the back. Actually, no, that was a late pitch that got basically fumbled to him, and Burwell picked it up, tried to scramble, but he got trapped in the backfield, lost 4 yards on that one. So that is a look at the Roseburg stats from the first half. Take a look at the Churchill stats. 2 for 5 through the air for Lucas Ganson. He's got 56 yards, 1 completion to TJ Wright for 41 yards. That set up the first and only touchdown of the game. And then Blake Michael had a 1 catch for 15 yards. That moved the chains but didn't result in a score. On the ground, Lucas Babbitt, we knew it would be a lot of carries for him. He's got 15 in the first half for 79 yards total plus the 1 touchdown. I'm not sure who had the fumble Running everything up here on the booth myself. I didn't have my binoculars up, so couldn't quite tell you who had the ball carry on that first one. My thought would be that it might have been Babbitt as the featured back, but I didn't see, so not sure who had that fumble, but Babbitt had the one touchdown and 79 yards on the ground. Ganson had 4 carries for minus 11, and I don't think any of those truly are sacks. I think those were a lot of tackles for loss as he tried to scramble. TJ Wright, I've got him now for 5 carries for 2 yards. Blake Michael, 1 carry for 2. And then you can add in Brody Bousquet, had 1 carry for 4 yards, was hurt on the play, and spent the rest of the first half on the trainer's table. That's a look at the individual stats from the first half of the ball game here tonight. We're going to sneak in an extra break since it is the halftime and it is homecoming. So let's go ahead and get in one more 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with a look at scores and tonight's schedule for teams around the Umpqua Basin. This is Roseburg football on the Abby's Legendary Pizza halftime report on 541radio.com and on the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
The best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
You know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
Here at the break, it is 6-0. Churchill leading Roseburg as we are seeing the teams coming out of the locker room. Still going through, it's a huge homecoming court, by the way. We are still going through members of the homecoming court as they are getting announced out there. So we continue to count down. Got 2.5 minutes on the scoreboard. I don't know if they plan on adding more time to the scoreboard here in the second half. Again, this was the Abby's Legendary Pizza halftime report. Abby's Legendary Pizza, proud sponsor, Roseburg High School football. You could win a large pizza of your choice from Abby's. Send an email to contest@abbys.com and share your favorite legendary thing about football in Roseburg. And don't forget to stick around for the postgame show. We will name your Quality Fence Player of the Game. Quality Fence, doing it right for you. You know the jingle. You just said it in your head probably. Well, we will name the Quality Fence Doing It Right Player of the Game for Roseburg coming up in the postgame show. All right, let's take a look at scores from games going on around the Umpqua Basin. I don't really have a lot of scores for local games going on, but taking a look at the schedule, South Umpqua's down in Medford at St. Mary's. Number 10 ranked South Umpqua looking to go to 2-0 on the season. Phoenix and Douglas are squaring off in Winston right now, and they are at halftime. And in that one, Douglas leading 18-0, looking for their first win of the season. So a nice start there for the Trojans. They took on number 3 ranked Cascade Christian in their opener and took a loss on the road at Cascade Christian. They are leading at the moment over Phoenix 18-0. Let's see here. We've got Sutherland hosting Cresswell tonight. Number 4 Oakland is taking on Weston McEwen, and in that one it's 28-0 at the half. And so Oakland leading in that one over Weston McEwen. Number 10 Glide looking to go to 3-0 on the season. They're taking on Waldport tonight. Also on tonight, we've got North Douglas, ranked number 4 in 8-man football. They were hosting Lyle Wishram Klickitat Glenwood. They were ranked number 8, that co-op team. Apparently those are all teams from Washington, maybe up in the Gorge area. And they kicked off at 5 o'clock. Just going to see if maybe we could locate a score on that one for you. Let's see here. 8-man football. No, do not have any 8-man football scores of note from our local collection. Also in 8-man football, Riddle at Mohawk tonight. And Yoncalla and Camas Valley ended up getting canceled. Yoncalla low on available players. Then in 6-man football, we do have some scores. Elkton falls to Eddyville Charter in a top 10 showdown. That was number 3 Eddyville beating number 5 Elkton 45-6. And Days Creek wins a barn burner 59-55 over Condon tonight as well. Tomorrow you've got Glendale hosting Country Christian. That's a look at your scores from around the Umpqua Basin and your updates here tonight. We've got a couple minutes to go before we get the second half underway here from our contest. If you've got any scores, you can send them along to us on the YouTube channel. You can post them in the chat there. Or you can, if you got my number or my social media handles, you can message me as well. Some other games that might be of note. Corvallis is beating Crescent Valley 30-12 at halftime. Out of the Southwest Conference, that's where Roseburg used to call home. 27-0 Willamette over Grants Pass right now. That's pretty impressive there for Willamette. North Medford is trailing Sprague in the second quarter, 28-0. And North Salem leading 7-0 over South Medford. So those are some scores from games involving former opponents of the Roseburg Indians. That's a look at your scoreboard here tonight. It looks like, I'm not sure if we're getting ready to go. I think we might be getting ready to go for the second half. Still got a minute on the scoreboard for the second half here, but kind of looking as if we might be getting ready for the second half kickoff. So I'll take it. I would prefer that. Roseburg will be kicking it away to Churchill to start the second half. I'm Joey Keeran. Appreciate everybody joining us. Roseburg will be kicking left to right. They are wearing their road whites. They wanted to ice it out here tonight. They knew it was going to be homecoming, so they wanted to see if they could ice it out. They tried to encourage everybody to wear white to the game. I did, but then got to throw the long sleeve on, so now I'm wearing black. But Roseburg going with the white tops, white trousers. They've got the black helmets. They don't have multiple helmet options, so they can't go with a all-white look with a white helmet. That would have been pretty slick if they had. 6-0 our score as we get ready to begin the second half. And here comes the kick. Booted deep. And goes to about the 15-yard line. The return man angles from the left, going to the right sideline, and tripped up before he can get across the 25. And we have got the second half underway. The clock is still running. It should be stopped, I would think. Not sure why they're not stopping that, but not my responsibility, so here we go. So Churchill has it. They will start with the football at their own 25, and now somebody realizes that the game clock was still running. They may ask to reset the game clock. Probably should be close to about 11:50. And that sounded about like what he announced there. There we go. All right. Start of the second half. Churchill with the ball in their possession, leading 6-0. As we bring you Roseburg High football here on The Score tonight and online at 541radio.com. First play, handed off, running over the left side, cut it back to the right, weaving his way up the field into the secondary, still on his feet, finally taken down. Lucas Babbitt has a first down carry to start off the second half. Babbitt right up the teeth, or right through the teeth of the defense, weaving his way through the middle of the field, takes it out to the 41, and he picks up 16 on his 16th carry of the night. Puts him 5 yards shy of the century mark. They will give it to him again, running right side this time, gets around the edge of the tackle and gets spun forward out to midfield. And that is just chunky yardage to start out the second half. Roseburg unable to put any sort of slowdown right at the line of scrimmage. It's another first down carry. Takes it to the Roseburg 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10. And now over 100 yards on the night is Lucas Babbitt. But still, it's just 6-0. They'll give it to Babbitt, running through. He did a nice jump stop, paused in the middle of the defense, cut back to the right, and he does get swallowed up, but he found enough little bit of running room to make something positive out of it as he gets to the Roseburg 45, picks up 4. Last week for Churchill, they racked up pretty good offensive numbers. In fact, last week for Babbitt, he had 122 yards on the ground on only 16 carries, but only 6 points last week for Churchill. The Lancers were unable to be effective in the red zone as they go with the reverse double handoff. Running left side is right. He just gets across the line of scrimmage to about the 44. And that'll be a pickup of 1 for Wright. So last week it was just struggling to get drives to pay off with points for Churchill. They got into the red zone a couple of different times, but every time they did, they couldn't put points on the board. They turned it over on downs, I think, a couple of times inside the 20. They run right side. Up the middle goes Babbitt. He will muscle his way inside the 40 and moves the chains once again. Takes it to the 38. And that is good for a 6-yard pickup for Babbitt. .9:35 and counting in the third quarter. This drive started at the Churchill 25. They've got it down to the Roseburg 38. Babbitt to the left of Ganson. He'll move a man into the backfield with him. Hand it off, running right up the middle, goes right. He makes a man miss, hurdles over a defender, and was one man away from breaking that one. A sprint right up the gut for TJ Wright down to the 28-yard line, and it's another first down for Churchill. Wright will pick up 10 on that carry. Calling the defense on the far side, Coach Deaver. Roseburg trying to fill those gaps on the line, and right now haven't been able to do so. Give it to Babbitt, running left side, stretches it around the end, he slips through a tackle, stays on his feet. 4 Roseburg players will bring him down. Roseburg, the defensive end, just got sucked into the offensive line and couldn't seal the corner and force Babbitt back into the line. Ball goes down to the 20, a pickup of 8. Second down and 2. Churchill into Roseburg territory and nearing the red zone. Delay handoff to Babbitt, goes right side, has the first down, breaks through, one man to beat, he slips through it, and he's in for the score. A 20-yard touchdown run for Lucas Babbitt, his second touchdown run of the night, and he will make it a 2-score ball game for the Lancers. We got a man down on the field for Roseburg. Injured player. That kind of looks like it might be Paxton Burke. Then that would be a big loss in the middle if he is dinged up. Second touchdown run of the night for Babbitt, and that will be his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. We'll have the PAT coming up here. They might try to go for 2 after having the PAT blocked the first time. They are checking out Paxton Burke. I believe that is him. It sure does look like him. Looks like the injured player, they are checking out the right leg. While we have a break in the action, we will acknowledge our sponsors who help make broadcasting Roseburg sports possible. Sponsors like Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get to Gibbs. And by McClendon Smokehouse, a family-owned meat shop and smokehouse offering a wide selection, plus fresh produce, baked goods, and a general grocery selection. Stop by on West Harvard Avenue. It was Paxton Burke. He is walking to the sideline under his own power, but limping a bit. So at least somewhat positive as he makes his way to the sideline. Does it look as if Churchill's going to try to go for two after the missed PAT earlier? Hand it, nope, fake it. Ganson rolling to his left, looking to the end zone, going to tuck it and run, and he will slip through some tackles and into the end zone, and he takes it in himself. Ganson runs it in, and it makes it 14-0. Churchill in front with 8:15 to go in the ball game, in the third quarter of tonight's ball game. We'll take a 30-second timeout as we come back with the kickoff. The Lancers stretch it to a two-score game here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
The Umpqua Dairy Family Reunion. Most people are very familiar with our special ice cream flavor of the months. But did you know that our ice cream is a direct descendant of our milk family, including our newest family members, the organic family of products? Throw in a few more family members, including cottage cheese, sour cream, and whipping cream, and you're going to need a larger shopping cart. And of course, Aunt Gladys loves each and every family member equally. We're Umpqua Dairy, Oregon's favorite dairy family for almost 90 years.
Well, this looks like it could be a good sign. Paxton Burke is deep to return for the Tribe, so that injury not serious. Return, though, it's one of the upmen that get it out towards the 38-yard line. The kickoff was short. Roseburg will have the football for the first time here in the second half. They'll start out at their own. Let's see here. They will spot it down at the 38-yard line, and that is where the Tribe will get the ball for the first time here in the second half. They will have Kimball under center. It's Smith behind him. Stedman and Pascal spread out to the left side of the field. Caden Moon on the right side. Late man on is going to be Eli Rush, who will set up in the slot on the right. Kimball under center. Handed off, running is Kimball. He gets tracked down from behind. He was looking to make the pitch at the last second, and tracking him down from the backside is the quarterback, Ganson, who will come up and make the play. And it goes right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the carry for Kimball. Seemed as if he thought he had time. I thought he did too, but great closing speed there by Ganson, who plays quarterback, also out there on defense. We've got stoppage in the play, and that reminds me, I'll add our timeouts back for both teams. An official timeout. And they're going to go check in on Corey Kimball. Kind of almost, I don't know for certain, but kind of almost felt as if they were maybe making sure that Kimball didn't get his bell rung on that one. He sets up under center. Again, 2 targets to either side. Roseburg setting up in this formation much more tonight than they have all season. Looking to pass. Quick one out to the far side. It's caught. Turning it out towards the sideline. Upfield goes Stedman, and he gets wrangled down on the far sideline. McLean Stedman on the catch and run will move the chains for the Indians. Those quick pass completions have worked out for the Tribe. They get it out near midfield on the 49 on their own half of the field. A pickup of 11 through the air. Stedman with his second catch on the night. Ball just shy of the 50-yard line. And in motion. It's a pitch, and it's too strong. Ball's loose on the ground, and Churchill is going to jump on top of it. It's Ganson that comes up with the fumble recovery. That'll be the first turnover of the night for Roseburg. It's a costly one. They were moving and had just some positive success, but they tried to run that option, and Corey Kimball just pitches it too hard as he tried to get it. I believe that might have been Burwell in motion. And so now Churchill gets the football at the Roseburg 39-yard line. They will run it on the first play. Babbitt spinning his way up the middle. And Babbitt will take it to the 35, picks up 4. So that'll be a fumble on that play by Kimball. Babbitt picking up 4 as he nears 100.5 on the night. From the 35, they go on the reverse on the double handoff, sprinting up the middle. Here goes TJ Wright, and he is headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Churchill, and the Lancers rolling here in the third quarter. There is a penalty flag at the line of scrimmage. Hold on, folks. This could be coming back. It is holding on the offense. So take the points off the board. That is going to be a penalty on Churchill. Penalties have been costly for the Lancers tonight. And that one cost them 6. They spot the football back at the 45-yard line. So that is a 10-yard penalty. Second down and 15. Ganson running to the sideline, gets the call. 6:16 to go, third quarter. It is still 14-0 after that penalty, wipes off 6. It is a snap, I think went directly to Babbitt. He's going to stretch it to the far side. He gets just outside the reach of McLean Stedman. He's down the sideline, and he'll take it inside the red zone. The ball goes down to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down in the red zone as Lucas Babbitt on the carry. He got to the edge, and he showed off some quickness there. Be a 19-yard run for him. So first down and 10 from the 16. Churchill trying to make up for the penalty that wiped off a touchdown. Ganson right up the middle, goes into the defensive line, still on his feet, will not go down. He gets inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Second down and 8. Clock continues to run, under 6 minutes to go. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Second down, 8 yards to go. Play clock running down as Churchill taking their time. Hand it to Babbitt. Goes right, cuts back to his left, gets into the second level, and it gets stood up inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line, it looks like. That'll be a pickup of 6. And it is not quite a first down. We do have a player down on the Churchill side. That is one of their offensive linemen, Ethan Vang, a senior, honorable mention All-League selection a year ago. Limping, will make his way to the sideline under his own power, but will come out of the game. Coming in for him is Nick Beraldo. So the marker is at the 8. They've got to get it to the, let's say, the 6.5-yard line, or the 6 probably. Clock winds, so it's third down and 2. Ganson in shotgun, moves right back there with him, hands it off to him. Wright weaves his way, sidestepping defenders. It was Nick Ruiz that got his hands on him first, but not before he gets inside the 5. And Wright will set up first and goal for the Lancers. They spot it down at the 3-yard line, a pickup of 5 for TJ Wright. Churchill threatening. They almost had one, but a penalty wiped it off. They are threatening to go into the end zone and make it a 3-score game here. Roseburg trying to see if they can stand tall on first and goal. Wright moves into the backfield again. Give it to him, trying to sweep it around. He bounces outside a tackler, sprints to the goal line, and he is in. TJ Wright takes it across the plane and runs it in for the first touchdown for him tonight. And he was the one that had the touchdown wiped off the board. He'll get it back as he runs it in from 3 yards out. Second touchdown run here in the third quarter for the Lancers. They capitalize on the turnover by the Tribe. Now looking to make it a 21-0 lead. Actually, it looks like they might be leaving the offense out on the field. Does look like that'll be the case. They go for the 2-point try. Fake it, rolling to his right, Ganson. Stiff arm, throws to the end zone, has a man open. Was caught by Dexter, but there is a penalty flag out. Penalties have been huge tonight for Churchill, but they've been able to overcome them. So it'll back him up 10 yards. So now they'll try it again. So Dexter's 2-point catch, no good. They'll try it again here. The ball out at the 13-yard line for a 2-point try. And this is what this Churchill team will do to you. They will wear you down, and they have started to just march down the field against Roseburg. We'll see if the Indians can dig deep and find a way back into this one. Looking to pass, Ganson dropping back, gets it away, and the ball is knocked away. Pass breakup by Eli Rush, knocks it away, and the 2-point try is no good. So it remains a 20-0 score here in the third quarter. 4:12 to go. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
1964, two high school pals opened up a pizza parlor. Over 60 years later, their mission of providing a great value and family-friendly environment continues to thrive. And what's been their customers' favorite pizza since day one? The Abby's Special. This classic combo of pepperoni, salami, with olives, mushrooms, beef, and sausage, and 100% real cheese tastes as good today as it did way back then. Enjoy great value and classic pizza at your neighborhood Abby's.
Third quarter action, 4:12 to go. And Asa Krebs will kick it deep, going right to left on your radio dial. The right-footed kicker swings his foot through, line drive toe punt, goes right to the 19-yard line where the return man is Paxton Burke. He angles to the far side, still on his feet as he makes a cut at the 35, goes up the numbers, past the 35, close to the 40-yard line. And he will set up Roseburg in decent field position to start this drive as they look to try and stay in this one. There is a man down for Churchill on the field. So we'll have an injury timeout here as they are going to, I think, spot Roseburg at about the 34-yard line. The man down on the field is Tyson Saunders, but he is quick to get to a knee and now up on his feet. Roseburg looking to try and get on the board for the first time tonight and see if they can get cut this deficit down. Tonight's ball game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. And by Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader Flyaway Travel. Make sure you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. Okay, they're out a little bit further than I thought. They put them out at the 38 for Roseburg. And Roseburg starting, trying to get the offense to go. Last time turned it over. The quick pass, and that ball is batted down. They got some big boys on the line for Churchill, and they've been able to get their hands in the passing lanes. Incompletion to start out the drive. It stops the clock with 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Second down and 10. Kimball under center, again looking to pass, again on the quick slant route. It is through the hands. Moon has been a reliable receiver, but he can't hang on to that one. Would have been good for at least a good chunky yardage. Might have been enough to be able to get to the first down marker. He had momentum, a little bit of soft space in the defensive zone, but he can't hang on to the pass. And so Roseburg now facing third down and 10. Obvious passing down here, and Churchill likely going to be expecting it. So do they draw up maybe a draw, something different? Spread out 2 targets to the right side of the formation. That is Hertini and Rush. Kimball looks left side, and the ball popped up. It is picked off. First interception thrown, and that is not his fault. Pascal can't hang on to it on the slant. 3 straight incompletions, but it's an interception on the last one there, taken away by Churchill. They get the INT, and that is a knockdown pass, and then 3 back-to-back drops by Roseburg receivers. And Corey Kimball was putting the ball in the spot for him to give him an opportunity to catch and run, but they could not hang on to the football. The ball's at the 42 after the turnover, and now running left side, finding space, and down inside the 30 will go Babbitt. And just Roseburg here in the third quarter, they have not been able to keep the ball in their hands. 12-yard pickup by Babbitt. And he is nearing a 200-yard night here tonight. 20-0, back-to-back drives that end in a turnover for Roseburg. That last one, first interception thrown of the season for Kimball, but it was off the hands of the receiver, popped up in the air, and a tip drill for Churchill to take it away. Just feeding Babbitt here in this third quarter. He goes right side, and he continues to bulldoze his way forward. Keep seeing a pile on the field and assume he's at the bottom of it, and then you just see things continue to move, and he takes it down to the 21, a pickup of 9. Makes it second down and a yard for the Lancers. Clock running down to 2:45 to go, third quarter. 20-0 the score. Lancers in front. Double handoff. It's right on the reverse. He goes from left to right. Penalty flag out. And that seems to be the play where penalty flags just continue to come out for Churchill as they try to draw up that double handoff reverse. Another penalty flag out right by the line of scrimmage. This is probably backing things up for the Lancers. Waiting on the call from the white hat. And no, they're going to wipe it off. And it is a first down for Churchill as they put the ball down to the 19. So that'll be a 2-yard pickup for Wright. So it's another first down for the Lancers. Douglas rolling at home against their opponent tonight. Fake the handoff by Ganson, dropping back, has time to throw, goes towards the end zone, wide open, defender fell down, and it is a catch by Charlie Dexter. It's a 19-yard touchdown pass, and add another 6 on the board for the Churchill Lancers. $19-yard out, and the Lancers are rolling, looking to add to their 26-0 lead. Douglas is hosting Phoenix, that's right. And they are up 25-0 in that one at home in Winston. They're going to leave the offense out, trying to go for 2. They'll hand it off, running right side and across in for the try. That is going to be Ryder Nagel on the 2-point run. And it makes it 28-0 Churchill. 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter for the Lancers. With 2:15 to go in the third quarter, it's all Lancers at 28-0. Take a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1498.
Social Security allows you the freedom to take stock of what's important and build lasting bonds. We share your goals. Trust Palm Wealth Management to consolidate your investments and generate income for those who need you most. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
When it's time for pizza, make it Mountain Mike's. We only use the freshest ingredients, like our zesty pepperoni that curls when it's cooked to perfection. And don't worry, we put enough on every slice. Mountain Mike's. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Continuing here in the third quarter, it's another line drive kickoff by Churchill after the touchdown. Paxton Burke doing a nice job, weaving his way, gets to the sideline, angles to the right side, gets out across the 50-yard line. That gets some noise out of the visiting crowd to our left. There's no penalty flags out, so the return will stand for Paxton Burke. Nice to see that he's able to stay in the game. And they are going to put this ball at the Churchill 49. No, spoke too soon. They put it down right at the 50. So the nose of the football touching the 50-yard line. Roseburg with the football, trailing 28-0. They're going to go with a quarterback keeper just right up the gut for Corey Kimball. And Roseburg trying to show off some muscle. And the keeper goes for 6 yards. It's going to go to the Churchill 44. Kimball on the carry, 6 yards. I mean, if you could do that every time. Now, I'm sure Churchill would start planning for it. Down to 1:36 and counting in the third quarter. Kimball under center. He's got Smith behind him, 2 targets either side. Checks the wristband. You've got 2 men in motion at the same time. That will not be allowed. And that's unfortunate because Kimball rumbles up the middle for a first down, but this ball is going to be coming back. And Roseburg really has done a good job with the penalties at least. They have not had many called against them, but 2 men in motion at the same time, not acceptable. So it's an illegal shift. So they'll back Roseburg up to the 49-yard line, 5-yard penalty. And it makes it 2nd down and 9. Burwell and Moon out to the right side. On the left side, it's Stedman and Rush. Smith in the backfield, 3 yards behind Kimball, under center. They pack the defensive line for the Lancers. Burwell moves in motion. It is a keeper for Kimball. No, he gave it away. Sorry, he continued the fake, and I bit. Smith will take it to the 45. For Smith, that's a pickup of 4. And it is 3rd down and 5 for the Tribe. Clock winding down, 35 seconds to go in the third period. Indians need to probably snap it at least one more time. to take it to the fourth quarter. Kimball just going to go on the quarterback keeper himself. He moves the pile, and I think he might have it. He leaned forward across the 40. They will stop the clock as Kimball does, in fact, take it to the 40-yard line. That is good for a first down on the keeper. And that will start the clock again, 15 seconds. We'll see if Roseburg decides to try and run another play before this third quarter comes to an end. It does not look like they will. Kimball saunters up to the line with 2 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. So the third quarter comes to an end. It was all Churchill as they scored 3 times and capitalized on 2 Roseburg turnovers. They lead it 28-0 as we head to the fourth quarter here from Halvorsen Field in Eugene. I'm Joey Keeran, back in 60 seconds on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
They go a bit quick in between quarters, and the first play of the fourth is an incomplete pass by Corey Kimball. Gets knocked down in the passing lane. And so it'll be second down and 10 as Roseburg now moving right to left. They're into Churchill territory. They run the option, pitch it out, trying to stretch around the edge. Spin move by Burwell. Got him free for a couple of extra yards. Did a nice job to fight for it. Gets to the 39. Picks up just 1 for all that effort. And Roseburg will face third down and 9. So Roseburg with the clock running. Will face third down and 9. McLean Stedman spread out to the left side. Caden Moon wide out to the right side. They've got the A-backs on either end of the offensive line with Smith, the lone back in the backfield. Clock is running down. They've hit that warning from the back judge. Looking to pass, far side. Caught by Moon. Tries to spin it to the outside edge. And he breaks free out of the tackle, and his extra effort will earn himself a first down. Caden Moon will move the chains on the pass play for the Tribe. Makes up for a drop pass on the last possession by Roseburg. And the ball goes down to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 14. Nearing 100 yards on the night through the air for Corey Kimball. 14 yards, almost 50 yards through the air for Caden Moon tonight, one of his best performances at the varsity level. Rush moves in motion from left to right. They hand it right up the middle. Here goes Smith. He breaks free. He will spin his way down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice hard run there by Eli Smith. Smith bruising his way up the middle. The senior, 5'9", 165 pounds, bowling ball right through the middle of the defense. He'll move the chains on his best run of the night. They'll spot it down at the 12. And they get a face mask at the end of it. So it's a 13-yard run for Smith. And then you tack on the penalty by Churchill. And the ball will go all the way down to the 6-yard line. Penalty numbers definitely will not be pretty for Churchill, but the scoreboard at least in their favor. Smith, the lone back. You've got Rush on the left end. 2 targets spread to the left side, 1 to the right, but a timeout taken by Roseburg. So the Indians will burn a timeout here with 10:36 to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to talk about it. We're going to use a timeout as well. 10:36 to go. We're in the fourth period. 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
The Umpqua Dairy Family Reunion. Most people are very familiar with our special ice cream flavor of the months. But did you know that our ice cream is a direct descendant of our milk family, including our newest family members, the organic family of products? Throw in a few more family members, including cottage cheese, sour cream, and whipping cream, and you're going to need a larger shopping cart. And of course, Aunt Gladys loves each and every family member equally. We're Umpqua Dairy, Oregon's favorite dairy family for almost 90 years.
10:36 to go in the fourth quarter here. Roseburg out of the timeout. We'll get a chance at a legal ID here in just a second as the Indians will take to the line, looking to try and see if they can put points on the board for the first time tonight. It's a quarterback keeper for Kimball. Just goes right up the middle and takes it inside the 5. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg football here on the Score. Kimball took it down to the 4, a pickup of 2. Going to pass it out to the far side, and it was incomplete, just out of the reach. Thrown out to Caden Moon on the far side. Moondog Radio will he'll be happy to know he just got some credit on the PA address or the public address from the announcer Bill Crawford, who apparently has known of Michael Moon, who is on Best Country 103 for a while, and just gave him a shout out, intending to say Caden Moon, but said Michael. In motion, they're going to go right up the middle and pushing their way into the end zone. Roseburg will get on the board. It is up the middle for Eli Smith. Touchdown, Roseburg. Roseburg Indians go on the dive right up the gut, and they will put 6 on the board as Smith goes in from 4 yards out, and that'll make it 28-6. The PAT kick is up from Remy Huerta, and Remy will put it through the upright. And it is a 21-point game as Roseburg gets on the board to make it 28-7. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
.10:03 to go in the ball game. Churchill leading, Roseburg on the board for the first time tonight. And Eli Smith will get his first touchdown of the season. That comes from 4 yards out. He puts Roseburg on the board. And Remy Huerta putting the PAT on the board. He is now 5 for 6 on PA attempts this year. .10:03 to go. Roseburg, if they're looking to do something, now might be the time. Churchill looks as if they are preparing for an onside kick, and we might have had somebody offside. Huerta took his time approaching the ball and might have taken just a little bit too much time, and Roseburg goes offside. So that'll back Roseburg up 5 yards. So Huerta now will set up at the 35 for the kick. Paxton Burke is relaying something to the kicker. Huerta will address it again, and this time he punts it deep, and it is going to go over the head, and it doesn't. Now it finally goes into the end zone. Took its time getting into the end zone for the touchback. Churchill will have the football at their own 20. Tonight's ball game has been sponsored by Flyaway Travel and by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. We will have the Umpqua Dairy post-game report coming up for you, and we will name the Quality Fence Player of the Game in the post-game. Offense out on the field for Churchill, starting at their own 20. Handed off, running through the middle, and moving the pile. Lucas Babbitt continues to just be a guy that you have got to tackle with 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 guys. He is just a tough man to bring down. And Babbitt will carry to the 26-yard line. That'll put him at 199 on the night. Expecting you might get a heavy dose of Babbitt on this drive. Churchill letting time wear off the clock. Babbitt to the left of Ganson, gets it again. He'll go to the right side for the offense. Slips out of one tackle and wrapped up by the waist. He gets across the 30-yard line. And it's going to be close to the first down marker, and it looks like he got beyond it. And they will give him enough for the first down. He will take it to 31, and that'll be 5 yards, and I've got him down at 2:04 on the night. So over 200 yards on the ground tonight for Lucas Babbitt. Yes, he is, I believe, already over 500 yards on the season with the total here tonight, only 3 games in. And they're going to run right up the middle. The Lancers blocking downfield. And TJ Wright, the ball carrier, the speed option out of that Thunder and Lightning back there. Goes right through the teeth of the defense to the 36 as he picks up 5. So, yeah, looking at like 527 yards rushing on the season for Lucas Babbitt with 200 yards here tonight. Second 200-yard game of the season for him. They give it on the fake, handoff, and slicing through the defense. It is Ryder Nagel. He was the motion man, gets it, slicing from the left to the right. And he moves the chains as he takes it to the 48. Picks up 12. And Churchill's run game just wearing Roseburg's defense down, it seems, here in the second half. They have been just pounding away. And that's what they do to a lot of teams. Shotgun snap, handed off. Trying to go over the right tackle side. That might be Blake Michael. Some pushing and shoving going on at the end. Yeah, I believe that was Michael. Takes it to the 50-yard line to pick up 2. Second down and 8. Babbitt will check back into the game. Sets up to the left of Ganson. He's got the fullback. That is Raymond Joe. Will hand it on the end around for Wright. He bounces it to the outside, keeps on his feet, keeps running, and will take it down to close to the 30-yard line. And a penalty flag comes out at the end of the play. Wright on the run. Takes it to the 31-yard line. That would be a pickup of 19 if it stands. Officials are getting together to talk about it here. The Ball went to the 31. They might be tacking something on at the end of it here. Still have not gotten a signal. The white hat. No, it looks like they might be backing things up for Churchill. Yep, they will.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Churchill. 15-yard penalty. It'll be first and 10.
15-yard penalty for Churchill after the first down run by Wright. It was an unsportsmanlike penalty, so the run goes to the 31, and Wright will get credit for that. But then a Churchill penalty backs him up to the 46-yard line on Roseburg's half of the field. First down and 10. Fake the handoff. Ganson running it himself up the middle. Goes inside the 45 to the 43. Picks up 3 on the ground. Clock continues to run in this drive, helping seal a victory tonight for Churchill. They are inching their way closer, leading by 21. 6:27 to go. Ball in the middle of the field for 2nd and 7 for the Lancers. It was a personal foul penalty, I guess, before, not a unsportsmanlike. 2nd down and 7. They do the double handoff on the reverse. Running right side, still on his feet inside the 30, and a cut down by Caden Moon. That is Nagel again on the carry. Takes it to the 20, but a penalty flag back at the 39-yard line. So the ball went to the 20. It'd be a pickup of 23 for Nagel. Oh, Dre Burwell getting called for a personal foul at the end of the play. And so it'll go down to the 20. And then Roseburg, the penalty, a 15-yarder, actually be half the distance to the goal, I believe. So they'll put it down to the 10-yard line on the penalty. So Nagel will pick 23 yards up. And it will be first down and goal from the 10 for Churchill.
After the penalty, it will be first and goal from the 10-yard line of Roseburg for the Churchill Lancers.
Got a new quarterback in. Nagel is the back to his left. Handed off to Nagel, running over the right side, slips through, spins his way, close to the 5. Nagel takes that down to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 4. New quarterback is Lalo Lathrop, a sophomore. Second down, 6 yards to go to the end zone here for the Lancers. Handed off left side. And that play is stuffed by Roseburg. As Fisk came out of the pile with the football, Nagel was running with it. And he gets dropped for a loss. Goes back to the 7. Loss of 1 for Nagel. So it's third down and goal from the 7-yard line. Roseburg trying to keep Churchill out of the end zone. Time running out on their hopes of a comeback attempt. Down to 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 28-7, and the whistles will stop the play as Churchill will use a timeout. Fourth quarter action here. The defending league champs have been in control here tonight. We'll take a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Want to say thanks to Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports, and a supporter of our coverage of Roseburg High sports here on The Score. Our next game is going to be next Friday night back at home, as Roseburg will be hosting the Crater Comets. It is third down and goal. Handed off, running right side, stretching at the 5, knocked out of bounds. Lucas Babbitt gets taken down as he comes back into the game to run it here. He goes down to the 2, pickup of 5 for Ganson. He's looking to add a third touchdown of the night, and it'll be 4th and goal from the 2. Churchill, no reason to take the offense off the field. They will set up. Ganson is back in the game, so is Babbitt. They've got the tight end, or excuse me, the fullback, Joe, and a penalty flag will come out. It's encroachment on the defense, so it'll be half the distance to the goal. Down to the 1. It'll remain 4th down for Churchill. They will have the ball at Roseburg's 1. Babbitt to the left of Ganson. Give it to him. Runs up the middle. Got contact before the end zone, but he will take it in. And he will add his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night to make it 6 on the season. And that will take it out to a 34-7 score. A 1-yard run. .210 yards on the night for Lucas Babbitt. They're going to attempt the kick. It'll be Asa Krebs on the PAT attempt. Kick is away. He will put it through the uprights. And celebrations ensue. Touchdown for Churchill. The Lancers rolling in this one tonight. And it is now 35-7. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Come back. Final 4:08 to go in this one on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 14. Kickoff coming after the touchdown by Churchill, angled towards the numbers on the near side, picked up on a one-hop on the run. Stedman weaving his way out to about the 40-yard line where he is taken down. So they will spot him out at the 39 possibly. 4:02 to go in the game. And they'll put the nose of the football right down at the 40. Roseburg's return games have been going pretty good. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Tribe. Late man on for the Lancers, looking to pass. Kimball goes on the out route to the far side. Caught, now slipping through a tackle. Here goes Dre Burwell. And Burwell complete for the 1st down. Dre will take it out to the Churchill 46-yard line. So that'll be a 14-yard pickup through the air. Over 100 yards passing tonight for Kimball, looking to do it again. Airs it out down the far sideline. He had a man down that direction. I believe that's Caden Moon. But Moon looked like he led up expecting maybe a different route or they tried to get the stop and go. And by the time he got back up and going, pass was over his head. Stops the clock with 3:37 to go on the incompletion. That was the 21st passing attempt tonight for Kimball. That is a new career high for him. Handed off. No, keeper for Kimball. Goes around the edge. Stutter step as he gets to the 40-yard line. Gets tackled forward. And Kimball will get spotted down at the 38-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the ground for Kimball. Kimball back under center. He moves Burwell in motion. Tried to pull it out late. Ball comes out. He will jump back on top of it. A loss of yardage will go back to the 41. A loss of 3 on the fumble. Roseburg will use a timeout here. Stops the clock with exactly 3 minutes to go in the contest. Well, Oakland a winner for a second consecutive week. They get a 35-0 win on top of Weston McEwen. And down in Winston, they were in the third quarter, 25-7, Douglas on top of Phoenix. A couple of local scores to pass along to you there. Try to see if we have any other scores to report to you in the post-game show coming up. Let's see here. South Medford tied with North Salem at 13 all. 7 minutes to go in that one. Cascade Christian blowing out Hidden Valley. Back to play after the timeout, looking to pass, and that one incomplete, comes up short. Might have been tipped at the line. And Roseburg will face 4th down and 5. Oh, excuse me, that was my apologies. Focusing on too many things here. That was 4th down, incomplete, will be a turnover on down for the Tribes. So Churchill will get the ball back with 2:56 to play in the contest. They have it at their own 41-yard line. Shotgun snap. It is fumbled. Ball on the turf. The backup quarterback, a sophomore, Lathrop, bobbled the shotgun snap and then tried to hand it off. They will lose yardage back to the 38. So it'll be 2nd and 13 as the clock runs down to 2.5. They will set up 2nd and 13. Another low snap. Got it up though and handed off to Nagel running over the left side. He gets hit pretty hard. Coming up to make that stop for Roseburg, that was Angel Dirksen. Comes up to make the stop at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 10 on the ground game for Nagel. Third down. 4 yards to go for the Lancers as we're under 1:50 to play. Nagel running hard again. Got stopped in the backfield. Kept his feet churning, able to pick up a couple of yards maybe, but not enough for the first down. Takes it out to the 48. And it was no gain. on the carry there by Nagel. And it looks like they will bring out the punt unit for Churchill. So here comes the 4th down punt. We have not seen a punt since, I think, the first quarter. Clock is running, so Churchill's going to wear it down for a while. Late man on is Lucas Babbitt. The Roseburg Indians waiting for the punt. It is Burke deep, the low snap, and getting away a kick. It's going to take a hop. Burke will take it at the 25, got wrapped up and spun down. And they're going to put him down at the 28-yard line. There are some flags down. Flag out near the 42-yard line in the middle of the field. Looks like it must be something on the return. So the ball went out to the 27 after the return. Some confetti gets shot off. So after the return, they will count off a 15-yard on an unsportsmanlike penalty. And I'm just waiting to see where they put this ball down at. They'll put it out to the 43-yard line. 29 seconds to go in this one. And Roseburg's going to use a timeout before the final 29 seconds. Coming up is the Umpqua Dairy post-game show. Stay tuned for that. We appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us for today's broadcast. Churchill next up for them. They will be on the road against Springfield coming up on Friday next week. And then they've got their bye week after that. And then they will head to Crater. That's part of 3 straight road games. They are at Springfield, at Crater, at North Eugene. Roseburg again mentioned they will be at home next Friday against Crater before they go to Thurston. Then they host North Eugene, and then they have a bye week. So Roseburg will look to try and get right against the Comets coming up next Friday. This will be another tough loss in the books for the Indians. They've got first down with the ball at their own 43-yard line. Kimball under center, going to keep it himself, goes over the right side, gets close to the 50-yard line.
Number 2 rider Nagel making the tackle.
They'll spot him down, I believe, right at about the 49. Yeah. So the Roseburg 49, a pickup of 6 on the ground for Kimball. And the clock running under 10 seconds to go. That might have been the final play of the ball game. It will be. Churchill gets the win as the defending league champs have a conference winning streak that now will stretch into 2025. After winning all 8 games in league play last year, they get a win to start out league play in 2025. 35-7 your final score. Churchill gets the win. They go to 2-1 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. Roseburg 1-2 on the year, and now 0-1 in the conference. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We come back with the Umpqua Dairy postgame show after this on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
1964, 2 high school pals opened up a pizza parlor. Over 60 years later, their mission of providing a great value and family-friendly environment continues to thrive. And what's been their customers' favorite pizza since day one? The Abby's Special. This classic combo of pepperoni, salami with olives, mushrooms, beef, and sausage, and 100% real cheese tastes as good today as it did way back then. Enjoy great value and classic pizza at your neighborhood Abby's.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today. Financial security allows you the freedom to take stock of what's important and build lasting bonds. We share your goals. Trust Palm Wealth Management to consolidate your investments and generate income for those who need you most. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Final score tonight, the Churchill Lancers get a win as they look to defend last year's title. They pick up a 35-7 victory. Both teams were coming off of a loss last week, and the Lancers able to get their offense rolling after a slow start to this one. Both teams scoreless in the first quarter, but Churchill would get a couple of big plays there in the first half as they would go into the halftime break. They did end up leading 6-0. Final score, it actually wasn't a scoreless first quarter. Churchill got a touchdown in the first quarter, then it was a scoreless second quarter in the game. My apologies. And it was 6-0 at halftime. I told you last year it was a tight game until the fourth quarter. This time it was a tight game. Third quarter, Churchill pulls away. They would add another touchdown in the fourth quarter, but Roseburg would get one as well. But it was 28-0 after it was 6-0 at halftime, 28-0 at the end of the third quarter, and then final 35-7. This is the Umpqua Dairy post-game report. Umpqua Dairy, appreciate them. And we will work in one more timeout. We're putting all the numbers together. We will work in one last timeout here and come back for the final numbers on this one as we are here at Churchill High School. Roseburg falls to the Lancers 35-7. Back in just a moment on 541radio.com and on the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Final score here in Eugene tonight. Roseburg falls to Churchill 35-7. Let's take a look at some of the individual numbers from this one for the Churchill Lancers. Lucas Ganson, the quarterback, was just 3 for 6 through the air, but he gets 75 yards total, had a touchdown in there. He completes one pass each to TJ Wright, Charlie Dexter, and Blake Michael. It was Dexter with a 19-yard touchdown grab in the third quarter for the lone score through the air for the Lancers. On the ground, we expected a big game out of Lucas Babbitt, and he provided. He carries for 30 times tonight, 210 yards. He scores 3 touchdowns, one from 2 yards out in the first quarter. He had a third quarter rushing touchdown from 20 yards out, and he scores one from 1 yard out in the fourth quarter as well. Also tonight, TJ Wright carries 12 times for 47 yards, had a touchdown run in the third quarter. And Ryder Nagel had 6 carries for 48 yards tonight. Those are some of the highlights there for the Lancers. On the other side for Roseburg, Corey Kimball had his most passing attempts in a career in a single game. He ends up throwing it 22 times here tonight. He completes 8 of them. Did have an interception, his first of the year, but that was on a tip ball that his receiver dropped. He throws for 105 yards, no touchdowns through the air. On the ground, Kimball did have a couple of fumbles that were lost, I do believe. Let's see here. Roseburg had punt, incomplete. No turnovers in the first half, but they had a fumble in the start the third quarter, had an interception. So he just had one fumble and the interception, not only one fumble lost for Roseburg. And let's see here. 3 sacks on the night. Kimball getting harassed by the defensive line. He finished, by my tally, with 16 yards rushing this evening. Eli Smith gets 37 yards on 7 carries, scores his first career touchdown on a 4-yard run in the fourth quarter. Receiving, Caden Moon has a career night, 4 catches, 49 yards. McLean Stedman had 2 catches for 37, and Dre Burwell 2 catches for 19 yards. That is how it plays out here tonight. It's time now to name our quality fence player of the game, our quality player of the game. Doing it right for Roseburg tonight, Eli Smith with his touchdown run in the fourth quarter and leading rusher with 37 yards. He is our quality fence player of the game. All right, folks, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Roseburg will be taking on Crater coming up next Friday at home there at Finlay Field. We hope to see you out at the field. If not, we'll have coverage for you here on the radio and streaming online. So you can tune in next Friday night at 6:45 for pregame and kickoff at 7 o'clock as we take on the Comets at home in Roseburg. Up next for Churchill, they'll be on the road across town. They go to Springfield to take on the Millers. Here from Halvorsen Field in Eugene, we're wrapping things up. I'm Joey Keeran. Want to say thanks to Eric Hoberg, the athletic director here at Churchill, for being so kind to help set us up with a place to broadcast here tonight. Want to say thanks to my buddy Bill Crawford up here in Eugene, helping to get ready for the broadcast. The PA announcer, he was able to give me some pronunciations. I want to say thanks to Dale Cranford back in the studio for the radio production tonight. Thanks to head coach Matt Watson, athletic director Adam Blue, for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg football here on The Score. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keeran. We're wrapping it up here at Churchill High School, where the Lancers prevail 35-7 on top of Roseburg tonight. We'll have more Roseburg football for you coming up next Friday night when they welcome in the Crater Comets. We'll have pregame coverage starting at 6:45. You can tune in, streaming with video online at 541radio.com. Or, of course, you can always find Roseburg High football right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.